So next, what I want to do, I actually want to bring in a interview clip here so we can discuss and work with the audio that is associated with it. So working with audio is very important when it comes to um, editing and working with film and video. So in your folder here, over here, make sure you're in the project. Let's go into interviews. And you can choose any one of these that you like. I'll choose this one. And I'll add an in and an out point. I don't really care where it's actually taking place. All right. So let's just drag this to our timeline here. Perfect. All right. So because I grabbed this whole file or the actual video itself, it added my audio
And then sometimes people have medications,
and
dogs have medications.
my video here. All right. So the important thing here when you're editing video is looking over here at, you know, your actual
Need to be administered.
um,
And then there's
the
just
monitor here.
logistic.
So this is your best indicator. And if you remember what I told you, having that being between that negative 18 to negative 12 range is where you technically want to be. So let's go in and edit this audio. So what I can do is let's just click and drag this down, and you can see that the audio file is there. So one of the things that we can do here is I'm going to play this.
And then sometimes
You can actually boost your audio pretty simply. So what I can do is I can click and I can drag this up here.
people have medications, dogs have medications and stuff.
And you'll notice that the clip got a lot louder, right? And that's just simply by dragging this over, all right? Now, you also have your audio mixer here,
Need to be administered.
and you'll notice that when I click and drag this down, the audio mixer automatically did this. So both of these are doing the same exact thing over here.
And then there's just the logistics of living with so many dogs.
So I can boost up my audio very, very simply this way. All right. Now, one of the things that is important when you're working with audio is actually transitions. All right. And working with that. All right. So, one of the things that you want to do, and we're going to come back to the pen tool here. So, if you click on the pen tool, let's click on that. We can go in and we can add points. One of the things that you never want to do is have your audio jump out at you, and it's like, wow, you never really want that. So, what I can do is I'm going to click, and you'll notice that an actual keyframe got added. And you always need at least two keyframes when you're working with this stuff. So if I click here, I'm going to add another one. So now what I can do is allow my audio to fade in. So what I can do is by click and drag this down, you can see when I hover over it, I can bring this down here. All right, now if I hit play,
And then sometimes people have medications.
you can see that it faded in. Now that was too big of a fade in, so you may want to adjust this. So I can click and move this over a little bit, and
Then
now that is perfectly faded in here. Now you can also do the same thing at the out. So I can click here one time and then click another time, and now I can simply click and drag this down and then possibly move this over if I want to.
house training if somebody's new.
And I can fade that out. So if you need to move it, you can just hover over your point and move it that way.
If somebody's new and just.
And that's the best way to add audio transitions. A lot of times y'all end up going to the effects tab. So I stopped actually teaching that simply because I like you to do your audio transitions manually. Um, and sometimes you may not need an audio transition, but this is for if you need it. This is how you do it. Grab that pen tool and then go in and adjust your audio. You also have this here where you can drag that down, and you also have your mixer. But just remember, you always really want to be in between the negative 18 to negative 12 range. That's where you want your audio to be. That way, if they get really excited and it jumps to negative 6, you are still good. You're still in good territory. You never want it to hit 0. That's a no no, and that's never what you want to actually do.